Blake the Beast is known for breaking records in the boxing world with his 6-0 record, but when he's not fighting in the ring, he finds time to give back to his community that he grew up in. And he's on the show right now. Blake the Beast McKernan, right? Did I get that right?
Yep, that's right.
All right, we were talking about the last name. You're not just Blake the Beast, you have a last name as well. And there it is. Welcome to the show.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
That looks so painful, what we just watched. Like my face is hurting, my heart is hurting. You have a 6-0 record. How does that feel?
It feels phenomenal. You know, it's just it's a very rewarding experience to see all my hard work in and outside of the gym paying off. So to be able to come in on fight night and be able to handle business and stay undefeated, it's a phenomenal feeling.
So you're training right now, right? There's a fight that was supposed to be on May 5th, but you were telling me right before we went on that something happened with that?
Yeah, so correct. So, you know, boxing, people look at it as just a sport, but actually boxing there's a whole business outside of boxing.
Right.
So, you know, the business side of things from my fight coming up on May 5th actually fell through for certain reasons. And, you know, it's unfortunate that we won't be fighting, you know, on that particular venue, but there will definitely be bigger and better things for me in the future. So everything will work out the way it's supposed to.
That's a good positive way of looking at things.
For sure.
How did you get into boxing?
So I originally started boxing when I was 10 years old. I was that kid that was always getting picked on and always fighting in school. So one of the best things my parents actually did do was they had got me actively involved in boxing when I was 10 years old. And it's something that I picked up on and just stuck with, you know, throughout my life.
That's very interesting. So your parents got you into boxing. It wasn't like a coach at a school or a community center that got you involved.
No, yeah, it was, you know, my parents were never really around too much throughout my life, but the one good thing they did do was introduce me to boxing. You know, I feel like kids at a young age, you don't really know how to harness your frustration or your energy sometimes. So being introduced into boxing is something that could help teach me a lot of respect and kind of mold me a little bit. It was definitely something that paid dividends, you know, to where I'm at now.
Of course. Well, you're not just a boxer, though. You're also an Iraqi veteran.
Correct.
And you're a father, single father.
Correct.
Tell us about all those experiences.
You know, so everything that I've been through throughout my life, you know, I've been able to overcome a lot of adversity and obstacles, and one of those things was, you know, I had to overcome being in the military was something that I, you know, wanted to do, was willing to do to defend the freedoms and the rights of this country. But being overseas, it's something that was a very eye-opening experience. You know, being overseas teaches you the little things that we take for granted every single day. But after getting out of the military, you know, I ended up having a beautiful son named Tyson. You know, and I raised him all by myself. So in between raising him and boxing, it's pretty much a full-time job right there. 2 full-time jobs.
That's right, yeah, big time. So is Tyson, is he named after Mike?
People always ask me that a lot.
Okay, so
you know,
that's not
being
a
a
bad question,
boxing
right?
fan,
Okay.
I was always a big Mike Tyson fan, but I've just always been drawn to the name.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So tell us about your giving back to the community, because a lot of people in your situation might be kind of mired in negativity and anger, even still.
For sure.
Or isolate themselves, but you're actually trying to give back. Tell us about it.
You know, so it's not just about what I do inside of the ring, but it's all about what I do outside of the ring. I want to be able to use this platform that I've created and designed for myself to be able to give back to as many people as I can. Here I have this city and this whole community that supports me. The least that I could do is try to give back to them in one way or another. So pretty much what I want to give back to people is, ever since I was a young kid, when I first started boxing, I used to always tell people I'm going to be a heavyweight world champion. Just like most kids having hopes and dreams, everybody stomped on mine, always told me that it was too good to be true. My family, friends, everybody laughed at me, thought it wasn't going to happen. But look at what happened now, you know? So I just want to, a lot of the kids that I go and speak to in junior high and high school, they're at a pivotal point right now to where they're trying to do something with their life, but they might mentally feel like they're not there. They might be having some setback because people are telling them that they can't do something. And I just want them to know, I've been in that position. I was that kid. People can tell you anything that they want in life, but if you really have a strong mindset and you really want to do something wholeheartedly, that you can turn any dream into a reality. You know, and on top of that, you know, a lot of things, like I was stating earlier, is a lot of kids may not feel comfortable talking to their parents or somebody close in their family about certain things that they go through. And I just want a lot of kids nowadays to be able to relate to me, knowing that I went through the same things that they went through. So it's all about just surrounding yourself around the right people and being able to find something to devote your time and energy in that's going to be something positive.
Right, and you also talk to soldiers as well. And
for sure, you know, so I am a veteran, you know, like we spoke about earlier, you know, so even before every single one of my fights, I have soldiers that walk me out. They carry the flag for me. And I actually work with a nonprofit called Ranger Road, which is targeting active duty and veteran soldiers and wounded veterans. And we do events all over Northern California with them. So, you know, I try to do whatever I can to give back to the people that are close to my heart.
All right, Blake the Beast, where can we find more information about you? How about a website?
So if people want to follow me, I'm actually designing a website right now, but they could follow me on Facebook as Blake McKernan. You guys can follow me on YouTube or on Instagram as Blake the Beast McKernan.
All right, there it is right there. Blake the Beast McKernan, thanks for joining us here on Sack and Go.
I appreciate you guys having me, and a big shout out to Adam Daniel for setting up this interview for me. Thank you guys.
All right, thank you.